Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Golden Flashes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Michigan's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
And I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of a spot.
They'll give it to him again. Breaks the tackle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Hard running there. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Golden Flashes offense will go to work for the first time today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go back to the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And the golden flashes will keep this drive going. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He'll run it again. Wrestled to the ground after picking up. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to
continues to fight for yards. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Well, the short passing game is a great phase for the offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Makes the catch at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. A dive. Explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the left. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's right out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the golden flashes, headed quickly to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute those.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll leave it with him. Discards a man. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. On the ground, it's Wicks. The Golden Flashes will have a first down.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal to go to situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job on the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. And the Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out, there he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down for this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give to the tailback. It's a fumble. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
He's got it on the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff. And it's a touchback. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short in the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. The golden flashes get it past the sticks.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the golden flashes are flying down the field. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The golden flashes in the hurry up. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes the offense on second down. They want to just keep throwing it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll throw it. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the golden flashes will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate.
He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, you got to get that fixed.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. To the ground with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This quarterback part of their running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Kent State, 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the Big House when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They're bringing heat. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen, like, he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The golden flashes are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Trying to get to it. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Movement here from the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Flashes!
And that's why this quarterback is such a big weapon, guys, because in this area of the field, they can call these design QB runs, get the extra blocker at the point of attack, and go score. And they showed you that physicality there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the score. different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side and watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out a little extra.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Looking downfield, it's Boone. Spits it out to the back. Got his man quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups.
Fires one high and deep. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tackle is made. Till he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Romero. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go with a direct snap. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming with the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Got his man to the left. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Boone. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Dialing up a second down pass play. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get it through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. He got it. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Handoff from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. Off he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll try the right side. Oh, gave the defender the business. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. The option look. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Maddox. A little screen to the running back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the pummeling has started. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in.
Afterburners coming. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Golden Flashers will send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Fires it. Got his man on the right. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And